All right, so I am back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MMC's reformatted Titanika. So, quick look at the packaging. It's a typical reformatted box. You get Strika on the front here. There's the side image. Back, all the different things you can do with it. Top, side, bottom. Never cared about boxes. And here she is. In her big kind of all-terrain tank-ish mode. Excuse me. And she rolls really well. No problems there. The tires are... I can't tell. Are these plastic or rubber? I think there's some kind of rubber. This is hard plastic here. I don't know how they did that. I don't know where it's connected. I can't see a seam in there. But this definitely feels like rubber here, and this feels like hard plastic there. So, I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And they did it well. So yeah, she rolls very well. No problems there at all. There's the front, side, back. Yeah, all in all, looks pretty good. Not much to really go over in this mode. She's got this bumper here. These are part of the guns, so you can take them off if you want to. Slightly different look. Then she's got the big guns here and here, obviously. And they just, they plug in. There's a circle peg like this on the other side that plugs into the side of the arm there. And then there's a slot that it slides into. So it just, the handle goes down this hole. And then this little slot here slides into this piece here. So it just kind of slides in. And then you just dab it on. So yeah, that all works pretty well. So we'll get this off and out of the way. And yeah, still looks pretty good. I would definitely, the bumper is, I would say it's their call. I think it looks better with the bumper myself. The guns are kind of a must though. But that's really all you can do for truck mode. There's not too much more to show off. So to transform her, what you want to do is fold this piece here down. This will come up a little bit, just kind of making room, and then pull this whole assembly here out and back, just like that. And then pull the arms up. They just tab in. There's a tab here that plugs into that hole there. That's where you plug it in. And you want to split the arms here like this. And just kind of move them down and out of the way as far forward as you can. Now you can take this piece. This will fold up. The lighter piece will fold down, and then there's actually two ports here and here. Tabs here and here. Just line those up, tab those in, and then it just folds back like that. Straighten out the leg, rotate the knee pad up, fold this around, and you want to put the foot down into position here. This will fold down, comes down, that's the heel spur. This comes up, tabs in. Position your feet the way you need it. Rotate it forward so that the bulk of the wheel is facing forward. Just like that. That. And there. So there is the legs done. Simple transformation there. Torso, what you want to do is, first you want to pull these pieces here up and back like this. Just like that. Now you take this wheel assembly here, these will fold all the way up like this. Now that you have that out, this piece will come down. You can see there's grooves cut here that accommodate that piece. So when it's transformed, this is locked in. You can't move this until this is all the way out. Take this piece here, fold that down, untab this. This will rotate down, and it just tabs into place. It's a little loose, or it's not like a, oh man, that tabbed in really well. It tabs in all right, but the way it's angled and the tightness of the plate itself, you won't ever have an issue. All right, so rotate the arms forward now. And you take this backpack assembly. This will fold down, and then there's port here and here, or plugs, and go into the ports on the back. Right? Wait, no, they don't. Sorry, my bad. It's these ports here. They'll plug into those ports. That was my fault. I apologize. Alright. There is that. Kind of situate the backpack how you like it. And then what you want to do is you take this cover here on the hands. This will rotate all the way back like that. You can open up the hands. And there's the thumb. Same thing over here. Like that. Down. And there you go. And we'll go over articulation before we get into the accessories again. So the head is on ball joint. So you got the left, right, up, down. Pretty good range of motion. You got the like the head tilt and all that stuff. So shoulders are on. There are big ball joints at the torso, and then they come out into a stem that goes into a swivel, and then the shoulder pads itself are independently articulated. Now, here's my big issue with this figure. Rotate the arm back. Straight back, that's as far as you go before it starts getting caught up on everything. So if you move it out, you can get the full range. You just have to be a little bit more conscientious of how you're maneuvering that arm, but it does get caught up on all of this stuff. The shoulder pads just do not get out of the way enough to just stay out of the way, really. I mean, it's kind of, it's really unfortunate that a figure that's this expensive, I think she's 115, and we're in 2017, and this is a third-party figure, and you have to watch out where you're moving the shoulders, because I mean it's right there. I mean, it's a shame. Bicep swivel, that moves nice. These are also super tight too, by the way, so it's harder to maneuver because of the tightness of those joints. Anyway, bicep swivel. She's got a double bend elbow, so good range of motion there. Hand is on a swivel. Thumb's on a ball joint, and each finger is on its own swivel. Waist swivels, right? Maybe. Oh, you have to move this up out of the way, and then you got a waist swivel, which is also really tight, but not a concerning tight, just a Okay, this isn't going to move very well tight. Hips get out to there. Ratchets up to there. And back to there. These do swivel, depending on how you want them. I just kind of leave them how they are. Thigh swivel. Double bend knee. But because of the kibble, you don't really get too much more. You could, depending on how you have the leg posed. But it is there. There is a swivel below the knee that's for transformation. The foot has full tilt. Either way, because of the way it's designed, or full rocker. Little back, little forward, and then it's got a toe pivot as well. So yeah, that is Titanika or Strika in robot mode. You could put these on the shoulders if you want, I guess. If you want more stuff clogging up them shoulders, you can definitely do that. But alternatively, you could take this, plug it into the bottom, and then you take this, and this just slides right into her hand, and she holds that with no problem whatsoever. And there she is, armed up and ready to go. Now, before we get to size comparisons, this is her cartoon counterpart. This is what she looked like in the cartoon. So as you can see, it is a departure while still paying homage to the character. And to be completely honest, this design, along with the obsidian as well, I think is crap. I hated Beast Machine's designs and such. I think they could have done a lot better job designing some of the characters and especially designing the toys. The idea that Striker is supposed to have her wheels as feet, we saw how that played out in the Thrust review I just did, where the feet are super loose because they're wheels. So it doesn't work. So I think this works better for her, and it feels right, given the character that you know from the show. Like, if you have this in hand and you're a fan of her and Obsidian from the show, you're going to love this, because this is a better representation. I don't have the Beast Machine Strika, because the Beast Machine Strika was a huge departure from the actual cartoon itself, like everything else in Beast Machines. But it was so far off base that it was just like, is this really the same character? There was another toy, I think it was Blast Charge, who's actually closer to the animation model of Strika, but completely different colors. So, anyway, size comparisons. So here she is with a modern Voyager. She's bigger, she's bulkier. Details just 1,000 times better. You could easily just tell. Deluxe and Legends. So she's a big girl. And just because I have them standing here, MP tracks. Here is MP Primal. And the Mini Optimus Prime. So yeah, she's a big girl. I like it. Paint detailing is excellent. You won't get any complaints from me about it. The gold paint looks great. The silver paint finish on here looks great. Face paint looks great. It all looks excellent. The eyes are this nice metallic red. She is very nice. So originally I was going to give her an 8 out of 10 because of them shoulders, but I'm only going to knock it down to a 9 out of 10 because outside of that, she is really, really good. Like I said, she doesn't look exactly like she was supposed to, but you know, this is the reformatted line anyway, so everything in it is supposed to look a little different. Now, I know some people, I was listening to the SU crew a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about how they don't like the fact that MMC is doing characters that people don't want and then moving into the characters people want. And I posted on there, and I love those guys. Those guys are great. My opinion on this, though, is completely different from them. And it's kind of like the same opinion I have on a lot of things when it comes to the Beast era. It's going to be completely different from most people's. For me, like, this is going to be retooled into Roadbuster. And everyone's saying, well, we don't want the Strika. We want to go right to the Roadbuster. My question is, why? Look at how many Roadbusters we've had. There was a Generation 1 that was used from the Swindle mold. It was okay, whatever. Then there was the Generations one. That was the Voyager class one. That was pretty good. And then there was, let's see, I think there was one in the Universe 2.0 line. Or maybe Classics line, I think. That one was okay, too. And then there was a Fans Project one. So this is going to be the 5th Roadbusters we've had in the past, 10 years. And then as far as, Obsidian goes, there was a Generations Whirl, 2 different Generation Whirl, one from the Vortex mold, one on his own mold, and now this one. So it's like we've got 3 different whirls coming. And how many Obsidian and Strikers have we had in the past, since Beast Machines came out? We had the original toy, which they weren't great, and then we had the BotCon set, and that's pretty much all we've had. Highly overpriced Hasbro repaints on those. So I'm more excited for these guys than I would be for a Roadbuster. I don't care. I'm not going to buy the Roadbuster myself. I'm going to pass on that. I'll get the Obsidian and I'll pass on the Whirl. Those are characters I don't care about, to be completely honest. I know some people do, but it's like we've had plenty of these characters. And I want to see the new characters. I want to see characters that haven't been done. That's one of my biggest complaints about collecting Masterpiece at the current day, is because you have, rather than having 20 different characters coming out a year, you get 4 different characters a year, but 8 different representations of each character. And it's I don't really care about that. I don't want options. I mean, I know competition makes it better, makes everybody stronger and all that stuff, but damn it, I really don't want to see 8 different Trailbreakers. What is there? At least 3 right now. Soon to be 4. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So it's just stuff like that. It's I don't really want to see that. And since they're not making Masterpiece versions of Whirl and Roadbuster, and nobody's going to do Masterpiece versions of Beast Machines, so I'm going to just take what I can with Beast Machines. But anyway, my point is just I love these guys, and I love their take on Strika. I think it's excellent. I'll be easily passing on the Roadbuster. So if you're a fan, if you want the mold and you don't care for Strika, then get the Roadbuster. But if you're like me and Beast Machines was a good show to you and an important show, then definitely pick this up. I think this is a great addition to a Beast Machines collection, or the start of one. Hopefully, they're doing Obsidian, so I'm hoping maybe we get a Tankor, Thrust, and Jetstorm out of this too. That would be absolutely awesome. I know they're doing a Cyclonus. Maybe they could retool that into Jetstorm, please. But yeah, that's what I would like to see. I want to see more of these characters. Those shows that haven't gotten attention, and all this third-party hype. We're getting all the same characters from G1. I just wish they would branch out and do more characters from different lines. Perfect Effect did Optimal Optimus, so it's like, all right, finally somebody's getting it. These guys are doing Beast Machines characters. I think this is IDW probably at this point, but it's like, I don't care. I really don't. And yeah, the Obsidian looks a little weird because he's got 2 legs instead of just the one, but that's probably better anyway. Anyway, so yeah, 9 out of 10. I love this character. And yeah, I love it. It's a great toy. Just watch out for those shoulders. That is a big downer. I was super disappointed when I first pulled that out. But anyway, this is nothing else. Just to be clear, I love SU. I have no issues with them, and they definitely have their opinion on the matter, and they are definitely in the majority with that opinion. That Roadbuster is more important than Strika. Don't get me wrong; they're in the majority. I'm just saying, this is more my speed than theirs. So, but that's one of the great things about this community is you can disagree with somebody and not be upset with them. Although trolls will be trolls. So.